Yeah. Hi, we're live. Good to see everybody. Sorry I'm late. Trash out. Dog had to go. Of course. We have a schedule, and I'm going to beat doors down to make it. Always. I am. Oh, man, this clock. I hate the clock. Don't y'all? Welcome, Soul Family. I hope you're all doing amazing today. Whether you're joining us on YouTube, Facebook, I'm so happy that you are here. Today, we're going to be doing our August all signs. This is part 2. I had great ambitions yesterday to do all of them, but you know, I'm very wordy, lots of details. Hi, everybody. So this is going to be for Libra through Pisces. Yesterday, we did Aries through Virgo is all I could do, but we did half, so we're going to do the other half. Libra through Pisces is today. We'll be looking at Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. So be sure to stick around for all signs that apply to your chart. You can look at multiple readings. If you don't know your Moon, Rising, or Venus signs yet, don't worry. I've included the links in the description box. That'll help you figure those out. All you need is your date, time, and place of birth. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And remember that these are general collective readings. Not every message will apply to every single person, and that is perfectly okay. All right. You can check a personal reading if you need more details that are accrued to you and your situation. Before we get started, if you're enjoying this content, I really appreciate if you tap that like button, share the stream with somebody who may enjoy it and you may feel like they could benefit from this. If you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you. Be sure to follow, subscribe so you don't miss any future readings. If you'd like to support the channel as well, that helps me a lot. And this gives you exclusive access to some content that is specified to my collective that is in the membership program. So I will ask y'all specifically what y'all would like readings on, what your signs are, and we'll do those readings. As those get bigger, then we'll just get more condensed and specific. But since it's so small, they can be pretty specific if you join. Do consider, I'd absolutely love to have y'all there. For everyone joining on Facebook, I do want to give a quick reminder that this is my only official Facebook page. This is the only one. I am blue checkmark verified. I will never message you asking you for money or offering private readings in the comments or in DMs. So if you see someone pretending to be me, please block and report them. Unfortunately, there's a lot of scammers out there. So I help y'all to help me keep this community safe. I appreciate y'all. A huge thank you to our amazing moderator, Frederick. Thank you for helping to keep everything running smoothly today. If you see Frederick in the chat, be sure to say hello and send him some love and appreciation as always. And thank you to all of our regulars. Hi, kids. Hi, Bianca. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all being here. Everyone who could make it in, I appreciate you. We're going to jump right on in because this is going to be lengthy. So thank you so much for your love, your kindness, and all of your support. It truly means so very much to me, more than you'll know. All right, so get comfortable. Let's see what Spirit has in store. I've already pulled all the cards. I've got everything ready. How are you guys? How are you, Frederick? You doing good? Hello, Leila. Good to see you. You doing okay, Frederick? Glad to see you, Bianca. You know what I realized yesterday? I didn't hit the Facebook. I didn't even have Facebook yesterday. I set up an entirely new restream. And yeah, I set up a whole new one and I forgot to add Facebook. I'm sorry. So you're here for part 2. I've cross-posted and sent those over there. So and away we go. You have? Why? The heat. This incessant heat. I tell you what, y'all got nothing on Texas. Y'all got nothing on Texas. I was going to write. It didn't show that I was live, and it did just now. Yes. I know. Oh my gosh, you are so sweet. Thank you for worrying about me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, YouTube is a no-brainer because it's the top one, and then Facebook's right under it. It's just, I'm too spread thin, but I'm fixing that. I'm fixing that. Yeah. One day, then sick again. Oh. I'm studying manifestation, how to manifest health, wealth, and love through neuroscience and the law of attraction. It's pretty cool. That Katie Clark is something special. Clark with an E. Okay, here we go. Let's look at Libra. Fred has been reborn. Oh my gosh, you're so funny, Layla. Layla, you're so funny. Doing good, Layla? Glad you're here, Bianca. Okay. Here we go, Leela. Libra. I was looking at your name, and then Libra was just floating by on the bottom there. Here we go. Okay. Let's look at the cards, shall we? The reason why we're here. Hello. Okay. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. That's me. I am a Libra Moon. What do we need to tell Libra? So we're going to look first at relationships. Then we will look at if you are single and open to the idea of being in a partnership. If you've started talking to somebody, you want to know about what's happening here, we will look at that. I'm also going to look at career and finance, and then we will close your message with a spiritual message, just whatever spirit needs to let you know. Okay. Okay. 9 to 5. Yeah, it's been about 100, 103, 104 here. It sucks. Oh, manifest that wellness. Okay, here we go. Libra. What's Libra need to know? Libra, if you're in a relationship. Libra's in relationships. What's going on? Uh-oh. 9 of Cups reversed. Someone is being closed off. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, full reverse, Page of Pentacles, reverse, 6 of Cups. Something lingering from your past in your relationship is causing a lot of distance between the both of you, unfortunately, between you and your partner, Libra. Hi, Lila. Good to see you. So I'm seeing here Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. We've got either you or your person is just emotionally closed off. You could be faced with a narcissist and you're in your head about this. You've got some potential anger. Maybe they have regret or guilt because of narcissistic actions. You know, maybe they're starting to feel something. Maybe you could be getting through by telling them, you know, look, you're hurting my feelings, because we have the 6 of Wands back here, like you're successfully getting that message through. I do want to indicate here with the 6 of Wands, that could be something that is happening publicly. There could be a lot of people involved with this that are watching. Maybe somebody's posting publicly online, you know, things that are going on. And it's not like saying every single detail, though I've seen that. I have seen people journal every detail on Facebook like they were writing in their diary. I'm just like, woo. I read all of it. Not gonna lie. I can't help it. I got a Libra moon. I love some gossip. I love me some tea, but I'm just like, oh baby, I feel your pain. I feel you here. You got to talk to somebody and you're just going to air it out. And publicly is a way to do it, right? We're airing out our dirty laundry. The 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles here, clarifying this 9 of Cups in reverse. This does feel as if this was strategic. Like this is a long time coming for you to eventually start closing yourself off or protecting yourself emotionally, Libra, with what's been going on. I'm seeing here that somebody may be talking out both sides of their mouth. They could be talking, excuse me, out their ass. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Sort of energy here with that Fool card in reverse. Your mouth is just running ahead of what your brain should be doing. You're not thinking things through, and you're just because your brain's working overtime here, right? Or the person you're dealing with. This is somebody who could be sabotaging due to irrationality, okay? And then we have that Page of Pentacles in the reverse with that Six of Wands. This is like some unwelcome news. If you're seeing your partner air your dirty laundry out, it's just like, what fresh hell is this? What is going on here? Why is my business all out on the internet? Why are you telling people our personal business? Kind of energy here with that Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is immaturity, extravagance, right? And I'm seeing just some past issues that haven't been resolved. I do see the Five of Cups in the reverse here with the Four of Wands in the upright. That's just this desperation to kind of get over this. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Welcome. That's a little bit of desperation to get over this, because there's this low point and just this kind of like, I just want to get over this. Whatever we've been going through, whatever's been lingering, whatever's been happening here, this is getting tired. I just want to get us back to where we started. Get us right back where we started from. Y'all know that song? Get right back where we started from. I'm no singer, but I can give you the gist, and your earworms will take it from there. Hey. All right, Libra, bless your soul. Let me see if I can get any more about this. Uh-oh, yep. Yeah, we got some lingering past crap. Somebody could be obsessed with some past stuff. So that's just a big block. Somebody could be trying to control you, manipulate you. Oh, I know. That sucks. It's just lingering, and you're just, like I said, desperate to get past this. Yay! Hey, Sarah. What's up, OGs? How you doing, kiddo? Good to see you. And again, we do have True Gem coming out here. There is a connection here worth saving. There's just been some painful things that are still lingering here. And I think if you guys can work through this and get a plan in order to start trying to work towards a solution, a resolution here. The plan is to not close yourself off more. This isn't helping anything. This is kind of harboring a safe haven for a lot of this toxicity to continue. What we need to do is start airing it out and start looking at it and start putting it out there and talking about a plan, a path forward away from this. Yes, there, a path forward. That's the message. Some of you could be thinking, finances could be an issue, could be a big problem with the both of you. Y'all have different spending habits, different plans with your money, whatever it is. Got you guarded. Yeah, it's still showing up here. Okay. For the Libras in a relationship, that is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Again, take what resonates, drop what does not, leave it behind. Check your other placements if anything needs to be clarified in any other way. Okay. So that's just a quick little mini here for those of you in a relationship. How are you, Sarah? Good to see you. Good to see you, lovely. Hey, how's your kiddo? All right. Happy late birthday. I missed your birthday, Sarah. Happy late birthday. Okay. So if you are single, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, single, talking to somebody, curious about what's coming in. Let's see if we can't pick up on anything here. Single Libras. That one's flippy. Tower. What the heck? And Ace of Pentacles reverse. Oh, crow. King of Cups reverse. Ten of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Two of Wands reverse. Ten of Pentacles reverse. Crow. All right. So you could be dealing with somebody. I know I didn't see it though. I read it later when I was rewatching one of my lives and I saw it in the comments. I was like, dadgummit, I can't believe I missed that. And I didn't even say anything. So I wanted to officially say it out loud. A little tipsy. Uh-oh. You in the club getting tipsy downtown. One margarita? Girl. Okay. Ruh-roh. Oh, hush. Oh, hush. I just rounded 48. Pipe down. Okay. It's wonderful. We love it here. Aging is a privilege, darling. Aging is a privilege. So Libra, single Libras, back to the reading. My apologies. I get so sidetracked. I love you guys. That's all. I just love you guys. Okay. So Libra, you may have recently gone through a tower moment yourself. This is a major undertaking, and now you're kind of just in a rebuilding period. Some of you may be dealing with somebody who has gone through a very profound moment of reconstruction, just a complete upheaval of their lives, right? Somebody who's just gone through a total revamp. I'm seeing that I think their mind's going to be everywhere else, or you're still preoccupied here with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. This is preoccupation. There's a lot of past energy tied up into this tower. Single Libras. Okay. So whoever you're dealing with still has some past stuff going on. They're bringing a full SUV full of baggage into this connection, or you are. And you know those Ubers that pull up and they open up the back and the thing is so stacked. It's like, looks like Tetris. You don't even know where to begin. You don't even know where you're going to put everything. Girl. Okay. King of Cups in the reverse. This is emotional vulnerability. This is the equivalent. And I'm almost getting that this is somebody who may just be looking to try to numb the pain or to distract themselves, to try and pull the focus away from whatever they've gone through, or to try to quickly rebuild. I do have the 10 of Cups out here, which is why I think that there's some kind of, I know what I'll do. I'll just go back and get back on the horse, right? We call it getting back out there. Get back on the horse. Don't let it knock you off. I'm so Texan, because that's the 7 of Pentacles as well. This is like a plan. This is a plan to get out there, to put your best foot forward, and to see what you can receive. The Queen of Pentacles is out here. Right? This is somebody who's looking for support. This is somebody who is, this is a very generous energy of receiving generosity, receiving support, receiving a very secure, happy feeling. But the 7 of Pentacles in the middle, this completely feels like somebody is trying to muffle a past pain or a recent catastrophe, or try to distract themselves, or to, show their ex that, they're not going to be outdone. Something here is the reason why you're meeting. And it's not a good start. Unfortunately, we've got the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse with the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Oh, excuse me. The 5 of Pentacles in the upright with the 2 of Wands in the reverse. The 5 of Pentacles in the uprights, that's that hardship, the upheaval. This is that shift. Things have changed. There's some kind of, this is the downtrodden, basically. And that 2 of Wands, boy, They don't want to feel like they're not somebody worth choosing. You know, they potentially had an unreliable partner and they misplaced their trust in the past. And so they're trying to prove their value, prove their worth here, that they're worthy of being chosen. And yeah, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, which is the incorrect way to try to rebuild stability. That's on a very flimsy foundation. Okay. External creation for internal fulfillment is not going to work. That's backwards. It's very backwards and it's very flimsy, collective. Okay. Okay. Life is weird right now. Oh no. Oh no. Everybody's been saying that. There's some planetary weirdness happening. Let's see. What's this person going through? If this is this person, if this is you, yeah, insecurities. Very insecure. See, they're trying to rebuild their confidence here to feel safe in a relationship, or you are. Oh, we got age issues. Could be somebody with a big age gap from you. Yeah, rushing. Trying to hurry up. You can't hurry, love. You can't hurry, love. No, you just have to wait. Well, I'm on an oldies kick tonight. Indecision with expectations and guarded. Yeah, so yeah, this indecision, wanting to feel chosen, right? But not really understanding what they're getting out of this. The fact that when anybody is going out there to try to muffle pain by, you know, including themselves in somebody new's life, that's pretty selfish. That is very King of Cups reversed energy. It's very like I'm emotionally vulnerable. I'm very volatile right now. I'm feeling destructive. I have a touch of the codependencies because I need my emotions to kind of re-solidified. Hey, Lisa. It's a game of give and take. Ooh. Yes, exactly, Layla. How are you, Lisa? Good to see you. I can't hurry yourself up. It's the drink time. Oh boy, she's gonna be spicy tonight. I can't wait to go back and reread these because I'm gonna be zoned out channeling. I can't wait to go back and read these chats. Y'all are fun. All right, single Libras, just keep your wits about you. That's what's coming up for the month of August, what I'm looking at for you. Again, check your other placements, take what resonates, throw away the rest, whatever you're feeling. And if you need a personal reading, I'm here for you. Cool. Here we go. Let's look at your finances. I'm going to do things a little different. We're going to pull some oracle first for finances. Career, finance, what's going on? Libra, star power, success. I love to see it. Hey, gifts. Yeah. We got spiritual work, flexibility, vacation on the bottom. With taking time to recharge. That's a gift, right? To be able to take time away from working on something. I feel like some of you could be trying to put yourself out there with your spiritual work. Some of you might be looking into becoming a coach, a healer, a reader, diving deep into your spirituality. You could be looking for like some kind of spiritual career. I heard somebody the other day said that they were a star healer. I met him in one of my witchy shops. He said he was into Reiki. I'm always wary of men doing Reiki, by the way. And then he says he's now a star healer. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And I'm looking at star power out here, right? That star power is about putting yourself out there. You could be looking to go online with this, be an influencer, maybe build a website, start to go public. Some of you could be looking to maybe get a booth somewhere or, you know, rent out a space. We've got success right here. Success is all about your intention. It's all about your initiative, your discipline, your purpose, your intention. Everything has to do with whatever you're willing to put in. Okay. And I'm going to say this, that you have to really invest in something. If you want to grow something, if you want to build on something, it's an investment. It takes discipline. It takes effort, right? I've got flexibility with vacation. They do definitely want you to balance your time here. They want you to stay nice and flexible when it comes with your time, when it comes with your commitments, when it comes to your schedules. Just be really fluid. Take that time to recharge yourself in between what you're trying to work on here. It's not about, burning yourself out or over investing yourself. Sometimes our mind can go into a complete and total blank. Think of like writer's block when you're trying to create something new. It's important to take steps back from this, breathe it out, give it some air, meditate on it, let it kind of sit with you, let your divine higher self speak to you in different moments. Take moments to, make memos on your phone, or, keep a paper and a pen somewhere handy in your house that you can run to and write something down on it so you can come back to that. I have so many notes. I forgot I had all these notes in my phone. I went through looking at the other day and I was like, oh my God, I have all kinds of content I can put out there. That's exactly what I'm talking about here, right? Putting your content out, star power, spiritual work. You got something important to say, Libra. Could have a very powerful gift. You possess hidden talents. You've got abilities. You got potential. There's a blessing here. Okay. Latent abilities. Yes. And flexibility is a lot to do with us, being open to anything, not just being so rigid on the path of I have to make money. Money, money, money. Ha. Doing it the hard way. Necessary lessons. Too hard on yourself. Ooh. Yeah. So that's that flexibility and vacation coming out again. Don't be too hard on yourself. Be nice and fluid. Be nice and flexible. Give yourself the room to kind of feel this out and kind of let this build, let this grow. Don't be put off or turned off by challenges. Lessons will present themselves as an opportunity for you to level up. That's all it is. This is an opportunity for you to level up. That thing that you desire, that place that you want to get to in life, that success that you've been dreaming of, it's going to take growth. It's going to take a different version of you. This is going to take you pushing yourself to different limits, and those involve lessons. Lessons are where we get tested to make sure that we are understanding what we need to know in order to build something that will be that forever, the solid, the everlasting. Real quick, some quick tarot for this. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Procrastination. Been putting this off, feeling like you're not ready. You want to do this, but there's a lot of procrastination here, collective. Is it because you are worried that people won't understand you, or that you don't have a clear vision? Maybe you need to sit with it a little bit longer, just kind of study on it, get a little bit clearer on what you need to say. I would highly suggest that you sit down with this and really start to write some things down. Look into other people who are where you want to be and see if they aren't exposing some ways. Many people who have reached the top will tell you how they did it. A lot of people do that because there's big money in teaching you how to get to where they got. There's big money in that. So a lot of ways that you can figure out that information here, Libra. All right. So I'm showing in the month of August, some of you are trying to level up in different ways, expand yourself to new things. Could have to do with spiritual work. This could be a part of your journey, is doing your shadow work, your inner work, right? Healing those wounds that are keeping you insecure, that are making you feel like you don't have what it takes to put yourself out there with that star power. Giving yourself the flexibility and the freedom to figure out what your gifts are, what you have to offer to the world. Okay. Interesting. Cool. So that's for Libra, career, finance, showing that y'all may want to put yourselves out there. Again, take what fits, throw out the rest. Be sure to check your other placements. I am a Libra moon, and that happened to resonate with me. Okay, now we're going to see what kind of message the Spirit have for Libra before we move on. Before we move on to the next sign. After Libra, of course, is Scorpio. Go. What is the message from Spirit for Libra? Six of Cups. That past energy, man. We've got the Three of Cups in the reverse, Devil card in the reverse, wanting to release those past toxic wounds, right? We've got a lot of shadow work stuff coming up. This is basically your shadow work. Untying those anchors, those weights, keeping you from evolving and elevating yourself to that next level. There's a lot of distance happening right now. Whenever we do level up, it feels like we are disconnecting from who we were, from what we were, from everything we used to resonate with. A lot of times some of that cannot come with you, and that's a sad part about evolving. That is a sad part about it, is that you're no longer confiding in people you used to confide in. You're no longer hanging out with people you used to hang out with because you're trying to evolve and elevate yourself. And that's perfectly acceptable. A lot of times those are the weights and anchors that are keeping us tied to things that don't suit us, right? It's keeping us tied to things that suit other people and keep us in another level of other people's comfort, right? We're all going to be miserable together. We're all suffering. We're all in this, right? But look at the world around you. It's just what we're going through. I think you are trying to evolve away from that. I think you are just like, it's not for everybody. I don't subscribe. I am not in that camp. I want to do differently. I see that other people can. And I know that that is a sickness. That is a poison to think that way, that this is just the way it is. Okay. Hey, Delaney, welcome. Good to see you. Glad you are all here. Yay. Visiting friends. Cute. Hi, friends. All right, so letting go of things. Got here the Page of Pentacles. I love how the pentacles in this have peacocks all in there. Isn't that gorgeous? That is about being proud, boastful. That is about being, really, there's a lot of elegance there. That's my last name. Yes. It's so awesome. I love seeing all the peacocks. And then we've got the moon. Yeah, this is that painful part, I do want to say, with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, this does feel like Spirit is asking you to, realize what you've outgrown. We've got the Six of Cups here, this Page of Pentacles. It feels almost like, I've evolved. I've evolved past what I was. I'm tired of being where I was. I want to be something bigger. I want to be grand. I want to step into my power, into my purpose. I finally want to grow and evolve. So I do feel like a lot of you are pushing past a lot of this past childhood wounds. And again, with that Page of Pentacles in the reverse, this is, could be financial things that you're overcoming. You don't want to be stuck in a financial bracket anymore. You don't want to feel like you're a part of the issues that everybody complains about, right? The Moon card with the Three of Cups. This is that, the veil that's thinning on the realization of what you've always tied yourself to, and realizing that that's not what we need to tie ourselves to anymore. Okay. And then we have, that King of Cups in the reverse. It's tough. It's emotional. I know. But you have to follow your heart to where it's leading you. You have to. You have to. And this is not in your control anymore. You don't have control over your environment. The only thing you have control over is yourself. Okay. And you're in control. You're in the driver's seat of how you want to end up, where you want to end up, what you want to do with your life. Okay, Libra. That was your reading. kiddos. Now we will move on to Scorpios. Hope that helped. I hope it resonated. Be sure, again, check your other placements. These are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Scorpio. We got Scorpio. Then we'll have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. First off, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hyper to talk. Chill out. Okay, here we go. Jeez. All right. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Again, we're going to look at relationships. We're going to look at singles first. We'll look at, no, we're looking at if you're in a relationship first, we'll look at singles second, and then career, and then a message from spirit. Okay. Curious if y'all are liking the new lineup. I figured the Celtic Cross was a little limiting. This is more inclusive. This has a lot more variety. Hope y'all are enjoying the little switch up. I apologize. I can't ever focus on one thing. I've got 8th house all in my chart, so I'm always going to be reinventing, evolving. It'll be, oh, I've got an idea. Well, let's try this now. I've got an idea. Let's try this. Now I know what to do. Let's try this. 8th house and air in my chart. Good gracious. Like chasing squirrels. All right. So it's going to be Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. Scorpio. If you don't know your birth chart, you can take all that information, time, date, location, plug it into the link I have included in the description box. It's going to be a Cafe Astrology. Perfect place to look at it. It puts everything in word format for you. You do not have to be a master astrologer to know what is happening. It explains everything. It breaks it all down. Every little piece of your chart. Super wordy, super informative, very helpful. If you don't know the time, it can get pretty close, but you just won't know your rising or your houses. Those are really, really special to know. It gets very specific when you know the time. It's eerily specific when you know the time, as well as the date and the location. I have a theory. A lot of people say they don't have the time. They didn't get a live birth certificate, whatever reason. I have a theory that a lot of the new way of doing things, like they took the time off of the live birth certificate, so people don't know their exact time of birth. If their parents don't remember, if people don't remember, and if it's not on the birth certificate, then no one's going to know, right? So then you can't know your birth chart. You can't be in your divine highest power, and it kind of locks and limits you into guessing and assuming, right? I have it on good authority, because remember how we used to teach cursive, because a lot of our history was written in cursive. Now they don't teach it anymore, so you can't even read it. Well, I can read it. I can read cursive. You'd be surprised, though. I was working at this one salon. They came out to me with a card. It was all written in cursive. No one in the store could read it. And they're like, can you read cursive? 6 people sat around me while I read this card in front of everybody. To 6 people, all in their 20s and 30s. None of them could read cursive. Isn't that amazing? Wild. Okay, Scorpio. Getting started at 3914. Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. First, we're going to look at if you're in a relationship. What's going on? If you're in a partnership or a connection and you're experiencing issues, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on? What's happening? Scorpio, what do they need to know? Sure, I'll take that one that looks like it wants. Yeah. Okay, dropping your god. Uh-oh. Okay. I see this guy and I'm just like, there goes Scorpio. Being a Scorpio. Knight of Wands. That is very free. Footloose and fancy free. Okay. I see some detachment issues here with the Tower reverse and the Judgment reverse. Got an Emperor, Knight of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Cups reversed. Bit of some detachment. This here is giving it your all, but it's still not being enough, right? It feels like you're exhausting yourself, but it's never enough. So you're just kind of rethinking things about how much you've given, what is not being reciprocated. I think many of you are deciding to kind of detach yourself from this. You've kind of started to pull back. You've started to limit your accessibility, I'm going to say here, especially with the Three of Wands in reverse, clarifying that. There's a lot of communication issues here. There's a failure to understand one another. So you just distance yourself and pulled yourself back. There's a lot of like separation, and it's just feeling like, you know, this is the equivalent of saying, I don't really care what happens. I don't really care, honestly, one way or another, which is very Scorpio. If, you know, when they're in it, they're in it. And when anything happens, if they are an unhealed Scorpio, this is like, nope, I'm not, nope. No way to talk about this. I do see the Judgment in reverse. This is stuck in the past energy here. So you're either dealing with somebody who has pulled back from you, which I don't really, you know, I don't know. I'm sensing here that you're just kind of detaching from somebody because you've felt like they've kind of put you in a vulnerable position of overexerting yourself and putting far too much out there, especially with the Judgment here in the reverse, because that is old patterns and then feeling trapped. And then this Tower out here like this is not walking away. This is not saying I'm done, but this is absolutely detaching yourself. There's no cups out here except for this guy in the reverse. And this Emperor is somebody who's trying to be in control and drive the whole ship, right? I say what we're doing, when we're doing it, how we're doing it, if it's even happening. Right? This is trying to be in control over this whole situation. And this is absolutely detaching yourself here. This is all a lot of you possibly looking elsewhere. Okay. This also has the indicator of somebody just being hooked on the chase. And with these two guys out here, this is giving, you know, you may have caught up with a player. You yourself may be kind of playing the field here, and you've gotten attached to somebody and instantly it's like, this ain't it. This is not it, because all this right here is very temporary. This right here is very temporary. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate you, Frederick. Big love to you. Thank you so much. Yay. Thank you. So sweet. So this right here is very temporary. Okay. This feels like, you know, I was feeling it. Now you know, before I get too much further, I'm going to go ahead and just detach from this whole thing. This is a failure to get past that beginning stages. You know, when things start to get serious, this is pulling back and saying, I'm not in this. And that's their way of controlling things. Okay. There's a sense of power here by pulling away and not communicating anymore, not giving energy anymore, not giving, you know, attention anymore, not allowing access anymore. And then the Eight of Pentacles sitting back here. just very like heads down, potentially even redirecting your focus to something else. You know, I'm just going to go over here and invest in this instead of even paying any attention or any mind to this whatsoever. Goodness. Okay. Yikes. Let's look here. What can I help Scorpio with? Runner situation. Exactly. We've got a runner. We've got a runner. They're looking at the door. And I have a feeling here that this person is not liking conforming to the sense of being in a relationship. There's the enjoyment of the benefits of the relationship. And whenever it starts to become a relationship, there's this, you know, you're trying to change me. You're trying to control me. I'm the one who's in control. You will not tell me what to do, right? Oh, Scorpios. So stubborn. Such a fixed sign. Such a fixed sign. And I do sense that this is a lot of you saying, you know, I'm the one who's going to be in control. And the problem with that is that you attract, you know, we attract what we are. So you've got somebody here who's trying to fight this. This is why the Tower is in reverse as well, because this is holding on to something far past its expiration. This is holding on to something that is just not there and clinging on to something just because, you know, it feels good or it worked for a second or my ego has already painted our future. Where are you going? Okay. I've got no way down here. This feels like it's, yeah, there's the chaser. That's a game, dude. That's a game. That's a game. Can't play that. Homie, don't play that. Okay. All right. So those of you in a relationship, a partnership, or a connection, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, that is some possible energy coming out for you in August. Take that as it resonates, however it fits. Check your other placements. If it does not resonate, again, keep an open mind. These are collective readings. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at if you are single. Single Scorpios. Single. What can we tell single Scorpios? Sun, Moon, Rising. Eight of Pentacles reverse. Hermit. Okay. Goodness. Okay. I think you're still going to stay single. I don't think you're quite ready yet. There's something here where, you know, you really like being alone right now. There's the idea of partnership, yes, like the idea of it, but nothing is really feeling like it's going to be a good fit right now. And I have a strong stinking suspicion that this is because there is some old issues that have not been dealt with. These are old emotions, old pains that are still here. And it does seem, you know, it does feel like you're just kind of not getting along with anybody right now. It's like nothing's working. Nothing is suiting you. Nothing works for you. Okay. Many of you are just like, you know what? I'm okay. It's fine. I'll just be single. I'm good with that. This is some sort of clarifying moment of, you know what? It is what it is. I'm okay with it. It's fine. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. Okay, star card in reverse as well. Look, I gave her a bikini so I can not get in trouble. Look at her little. Hey, okay. I gave her a bikini. I did take away the sense of vulnerability, but for some of us, being out in public in our bikinis is a very vulnerable moment. So she's still vulnerable. But that's giving up too easy. You know, that's what that star card in reverse is. It's giving up too easy. being too attached to some kind of a fantasy. You know what I mean? This is like, okay, they got to be perfect. They have to never, ever trigger my emotions. They have to not need anything from me, but they have to give everything to me. I want them to be a very recluse person, available for me whenever I want, but I want total freedom to do whatever I want, right? That is unrealistic AF. These expectations are going to get you further isolated. And then this feels like you're alone and you don't have support, right? Nobody gets it. Nobody's like on board with what you're thinking. And no, they're not. That feels like a lot of excuses for some bad behavior here coming up, right? Okay. Goodness. Feels like I scolded Scorpio a little bit when it comes to love and relationships. Sorry. Let's look here. What's going on, Scorpios? Pent up anger. Addiction. Yeah, sex only. Yeah. So there's a block here, Scorpios, and I do want to say there's a block. It does appear as if, maybe you have a bit of anger that, somebody doesn't share your sense of, how a relationship could go or the way something should be, right? Or you're carrying past resentments, and the way you're looking at things now, you're just like, I'm just gonna be physically available. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. I'm just gonna be physically available. I don't need to be in a committed, dependent relationship. Like he's got some budgie smugglers on. That's for my Aussies. I put him in some budgie smugglers. He's in some budgies. You're welcome. Aussie. So, okay, poor Scorpios. Oi. Boy, I don't know. I'm not picking on you. I'm pulling energy. I'm just pulling energy. It's like my tarot reader told me that one time. You're not judging people. You're just reading people. I said, oh, thank God. I thought I was being rude. I thought I was being rude. Thank God. Okay. I'm just reading people. It was confirmed. Okay. Single Scorpios, do some inner work, do some healing, pull back. It's perfectly fine to pull back. It's perfectly fine to go within and do some inner work and take a period of rest. Taking a period of rest from putting yourself out there and trying to, hit the pavement and see what's out there and hurry up and partner up. Like that needs to be on the back burner. Okay, Scorpio placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for you. Let's go ahead and look at career, finance. Anything we need to know about money for Scorpios? Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We're down to 3 again. Just like yesterday. All right, here we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. I know these aren't popular until you're looking for them. Legal matters. Okay. Wisdom. Beauty. Imprint, people skills, money matters. Yeah. Okay, so some of you are dealing with some pretty big deals. We've got court coming up. Maybe a potential arraignment, some contracts you could need to be going through. You could have some major decisions to make where it could bind you for a while. Okay, so Spirit's asking for you to really investigate and do your due diligence to make sure that you have the proper support and the proper backing to go with this, to make sure that you're ready, you're set up for this. I'm seeing in here as well Scorpio, we've got beauty, imprint, people skills. They're really pulling on your attributes here, your ability to make a lasting impression, to really make your mark and make an impression on a lot of people, to leave this lasting air of energy about you, right? Whether this is your magnetization, your ability to leave that memory in people's minds. Spirit is saying down here, expect beautiful things. We've got modeling, appeal. There's that sex appeal again, very important to Scorpios, right? Could be dealing with fashion, cosmetics, modeling, something to do with your looks here. But you have the people skills that are coming out as well. You have excellent communication skills, this ability to intermingle and talk to other people. I will say this, Scorpios are some of the funniest people. Some of the funniest people. I have an excellent sense of humor, and I can get some good banter with a Scorpio. They're pretty funny. I like funny. I can work with funny. Money matters. Invest your money wisely. So many of you could be looking into some solutions about how to make your money work for you, to try to like build some residual wealth, to let money kind of sit there and build up for you on the back burner. Oh, look, luck is on your side. It's all of the timing. Some of you may be looking at this perfect opportunity to invest your money on something that will give you some huge returns, some huge profit returns here. Let's see, anything else career finance wise? Good sakes alive. I'll pull this one because it held on to that one. You all go down here. You come out. You come out. There's that Three of Pentacles reversed again. Okay. There's some delays here. The Sun card in the reverse is fine. Everything's still fine. It's just delays. And I am seeing that you're over giving. You're wearing yourself out a little bit when it comes to money, when it comes to work. You're over giving. You're giving far more than your cohorts, your coworkers, your boss, other people that are around you. Be mindful of that. This is going to drain you and make you less of an impact, less beneficial for what you're trying to build, what you're trying to contribute to. Your productivity is going to suffer here. Okay. But this does feel like this is burnout. Lots of burnout. We got Four of Wands. There's that King of Cups again reversed. Okay. So again, with the burnout, and then this call to bring a lot of attention back to what you do want and what you are good at and what you can contribute to, where your skill sets are, to kind of bring things back around, because that's your strategy, to bring things back into balance and kind of get things back on track. Because that's a struggle. You have to look at what your present needs are and then kind of assess and build from there. Look at what your present needs are. What helps you the most? What brings you back into this state of being very beneficial to the entirety of what you're contributing to, whether it's an office, your own business, your group, this project that you're pouring yourself into, an entrepreneurial collaboration you're doing, or an entrepreneurial endeavor that you're doing all on your own, whatever that is, whatever it is, there's been an imbalance here. Especially with this and this, that is major imbalance. You're giving far more than anyone else. So get back in there and start to figure out how to make this work for you, how to make it be more beneficial for you, okay? Okay, that is your career and finance for Scorpios. Looking at Scorpios there. Okay, what is a message from Spirit for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is a message? Any message from Spirit for Scorpio? Nine of Swords. Two of Swords reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed again. All right. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, King of Swords, 9 of Pentacles reversed, Justice. All right. Your message from Spirit. Well, that ain't good. You're getting some manipulation here. This 2 of Swords is from partners, a friendship, your career, business, whatever we were looking at here. This is being manipulated and it's wearing you out. So overall this month, there's a lot of stress from people pulling on you from all directions, especially with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Spirit is still pointing to the fact that something does not suit you. You're trying very hard to pour yourself into something that just doesn't align for you. You could just be doing something just for the money, right? You're in this just because it's paying the bills. This is Scorpio. You're doing this just because it's paying the bills, or you're studying something that doesn't suit you. It's not unlocking for you. You're not getting it. You're not able to intertwine it into your life. So something doesn't suit you, whatever you've poured yourself into here. And this is saying that you're being a little stubborn about that. You're a little blind to something here about not being able to pull yourself away from something that's not for you. I got the 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. It's like you've already invested so much, or you've already built on this so long, or you've already tried this for so long. The 2 of Swords reversed, that 2 of Cups. This is like, I'm already in. I've already committed to this. I've already invested. This is a decision I made with my whole heart. And again, this feels very stubborn. This is like, I made up my mind. I'm not doing anything else. Okay. Oh, thank you, lovely. I appreciate you. I'm in. That's what I got to do. Okay. Welcome to the Soul Fam. We appreciate you. So 5 of Pentacles with that 8 of Pentacles, you will suffer trying to force something to be that is not meant to be. Just because you've invested in this, just because you poured yourself into this, just because you got a certain amount of time invested in this, it's best to just kind of cut your losses and walk away from something that is not pouring back into you. That's okay. It's perfectly okay to step back and walk away. Okay. That's fine. And so, Sarah, I do Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. So all those readings will all be for you. And this is for August. Okay. So you can watch all those different readings. And if you don't know those, I got a link in the description box where you can get that figured out. Okay. Heart bubbles. Thanks for being here. I love to see new faces. And then that King of Swords, getting some control. This is taking some authority and speaking your mind, making these head over heart decisions, right? You have to be very logical and very methodical whenever you're making these decisions. Does this make sense? Is this giving me any kind of return? And I would see here that it's not. When we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles out here, I'm seeing this is just, it's not giving you any kind of return, especially with that 9 of Pentacles out here also coming out in the reverse. This is just vanity. Right? This is out of your ego. You're hanging in here and things are at risk. Things, you could be starting to accrue some debt. You're noticing things are kind of taking a hit. Okay. So be mindful of that. I am looking here. We've got Libra energy coming out with Justice card. This is talking about taking things back into balance. Once again, we've got that balance coming back. Stubbornness needing to be let go of, introducing balance back into your life, starting to look at ways to make things more level. Okay. What makes sense for you? Okay. Not just because you've already poured a lot into it, not just because you've already done so much, not because you've already gone this far. What really genuinely makes sense for you? You've got to pull back. Okay. Oh, got some debt. Yikes. Just, please reach. Oh, interesting. There you go. Did Libra first. You're in the right place. Okay, very good. Well, that was Scorpio. Since we have a new Scorpio here, let me give you a quick closing. Let's give you a quick closing. You're stepping into a brand new chapter. Okay? This is your future higher self pulling you away from where you've been stuck. You have so much to offer the world. Don't ever doubt your contribution. And don't fear a blank canvas. Use it to turn your life into a masterpiece. Sometimes we get so overwhelmed by so much broadness, right? What if it could be anything? It could be anything. And you don't even know where to start. Like, what do I pick? What do I do? Where do I begin? With what? With whom? Where? You know, don't fear that. You have all the tools. You've already practiced so many times before painting different ideas and creating other things. This is your opportunity to take everything you've learned and make it something really special and really succinctly perfect just for you, okay? Because you have a deep, profound contribution here, Scorpio. And this is talking about some evolution, all right? Pulling you up towards the brand new. All right. Since those relationship readings were a little tough, I'm a Libra moon. Yay. In the 8th house. So I have scorpionic influence over my Libra moon. I got a lot of 8th house in my chart. Welcome. We're glad you're here, love. Glad to have you. We appreciate you being here for sure. Okay. That was Scorpio. Moving on to Sagittarius. And then after that, we'll have Capricorn, Aquarius, and then close with Pisces, as always. Here we go. Let's look. Okay, Sagittarius. Fred is an Aquarius, Libra rising. So is my mother. My mom is my bestie, and Fred is salt of the earth. All right, here we go. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. If you're in a relationship, we'll do your reading first. If you are single, open to the idea of love and partnership, we'll do your little mini reading second. We'll look at career and finance third, and then close it out with a message from Spirit. Every single sign gets these readings, and I am doing these for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements, and we're covering all of those. Be sure to check your birth chart to make sure you can catch all the information you need for August. If you need personal details acquired just for you, I am available for personal readings. Check the links in all of the description boxes. Gemini moons. Heck yeah, Gemini rising. I'm a Gemini dad. I'm an Aquarius rising. Libra moon. Cancer sun. All right, here we go. Aren't we fun? Sagittarius. Okay, let's get this guy. Sagittarius. I think this deck wants to work. It wants a timeout. You got it, babe. Let's pull this deck then. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. First off, let's go ahead and look at if you're in a relationship and having issues, this reading is for you. We're going to get Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, Scorpio, Venus too. I just looked at fashion for Venus placements for all the signs. I'm a Virgo Venus. It totally tracks. Very earthy, hippie. Scorpio is like lots of mystery and allure and sex appeal. Scorpio Venus. Okay. Here we go, yo. Sagittarius. Sagittarius in a relationship. What do they need to know for the month of August? That one's sticking out. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. That's way too many, Spirit. Let's see if any of those want to come out again. This guy, that guy, let's stand it. Yikes. Whoa. Holy Sagittarius. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. Yikes. Ah. Oh. Another one. Okay. Jiminy Crickets. All right, kids. Sagittarius. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Good to know you. We appreciate you coming in. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I come live every single week. Every Saturday, I'm on live, okay? Be sure to come back and see us. Nice to meet you. Every Saturday, I'm on live, and I'll get the notification early in the week, and I do posts all week long. So I'm glad you're here. Nice to know you. All right, Sag. So this guy right here, I'm getting the sense that you're dealing with somebody who's very abusive. Okay. You feel like you're being dominated. You feel like somebody's trying to control you. They're trying to win at all costs. This is anything to win. Okay, Sagittarius, you're dealing with somebody who's very, very scrupulous. If this is you, I want to say that you're protecting yourself because things have kind of gone off course. All right. I see that things have kind of gone off course and things have gone off track. I'm seeing here that, what is that? Clarify for me, please. Clarify that Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh, look. Man. There's a difference of opinion here. There's a difference of opinion, and somebody is trying to dominate and manipulate the situation. It does seem like things are starting to turn around. Things are starting to shift. You've come to the absolute lowest point of the cycle, right? With trying to win at all costs. This is like no matter what. This is saying things below the belt. This is using your past. This is using your past to throw things in your face and kind of cut you down and put you back down. You know, this is somebody who's trying to cut you back down, take you down a peg or two is what I'm hearing. Goodness. To a Sagittarius, or you could be doing this. You could be dealing with somebody who has really, really messed with the wrong one, right? This is somebody who has tried you. They may have cheated on you. This is somebody who has done you completely dirty. This is, for some of you, this might be infertility in your partnership. For some of you, I don't do health or legal, but that is another possibility with the Ace of Wands reversed, clarifying that Queen of Pentacles, and then that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That could be infertility, like having some issues getting pregnant. And you're, going to do whatever it takes to make a family, Sagittarius. This is winning at all costs. This is like, I'll buy a baby if I have to kind of energy. They do it all the time. We've got father energy coming out. Somebody's taking control, taking authority, kind of taking the burdens off of your shoulders, trying to share the responsibilities here, taking everything on all on their own, Sagittarius. That could be that energy for some of you. I'm getting a strong sense of that for some of you. For others of you, this is somebody who's trying to manipulate you. Trying to control. very corrupt, like underhanded ways of dealing with things. And that's another thing with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse could mean. But this is temporary. The wheel always turns. It's never not turning. Okay. This is just a down cycle for you for a moment, because we've got the Three of Wands back here after the Emperor. About, I'm looking forward. We'll see what comes in next. Okay. I'm looking to see what comes in next. We'll see. Cute. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I love new readers. I love new watchers. I love it. Thank you. And then the Seven of Pentacles again coming out. Disheartened with no progress. So again, I'm getting strong infertility issues for a lot of you. This could be the very simple case of you just like trying to grow your family and it's not really going well. And you're getting a little desperate, looking for many, many ways to try to make this happen at all costs. Okay. Okay, Sag. Good luck to you. I know that journey myself, and it's very painful. That is something I had to mourn, was my inability to have children. Now that I know about generational karma, my ancestors were protecting me because I am now divorced from that man. And that would not have gone well. I could very well see that man trying to take my kids from me. So I would not have survived that. So I think my ancestors protected me from that, which is why I could not I could not procreate myself. But, I know your journey. I know that struggle very well. So my heart goes out to you if that is you. Big love to each and every single one of you, Sag. Okay. Especially also if you're dealing with somebody who's just completely ruthless and trying to control and manipulate you and take advantage of things. So big love for you as well. Okay. All right. So let's look at singles. Let's pull away from that. Let's look at singles. Singles. If you are single, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Saggy-waggies. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Cups in the uprights. And these are for singles. Now these readings I do are if you have issues in your partnerships, for the relationships. If you have everything going great and nothing's wrong in your relationship, you have no reason to watch tarot readings. There's no reason at all. No reason whatsoever for you to be looking at what's happening. If there's no issues, I'm not reading for you. This is for single people who are open to the idea, right? Or you've just recently started talking to somebody and you're curious where this is going to go, right? You're not attached. You're not committed yet, but that's you. And you're not closed off to the idea of being in a relationship, right? A lot of people are just like, I don't even want to date. I'm not even interested at all. It's the furthest thing from my mind. Then this reading is not for you. Okay. All right. Let's have to preface that. Here we go, loves. Let's look. So the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And then we have that Queen of Cups. Now there is a lot of you trying to give it your all. You're really putting yourselves out there, Sagittarius. You're showing the world what you got, who you are, how good you are at loving, what it's like to be in a relationship with you, what it would be like to be a partner of yours, right? You're giving it your all. You're showing the world, look, I am this kind of partner. If you want to be in here, if you want to be in this connection, you're going to be a winner. Everybody wins when they come over here to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, right? Everybody wins. And then we got that Six of Pentacles in the reverse, showing you could be giving a little bit more than you're getting back, right? You're putting a lot more out there than anybody's willing to show you up front, but you're very open about this. You're just like, here I am. Here's everything that's great about me. This is what I got going on. This is where I'm heading in the future. This is what I do whenever I love. This is how I love. This is what it's like to get in it. I talk about that. I'm a cuddler. I have Virgo Mars and Venus in the sixth and the seventh house. So acts of service, right? So I put it out there. I tell you, these are the ABCs of me, baby. And unfortunately, I don't feel like anybody that you're talking to is necessarily as open as you're being, right? You guys are kind of not on the same page. I think you're maybe over giving here. I've got the 9 of Cups in the upright. We've got the Death card. And then we've got that 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Wands, King of Wands. So you're excited, right? You're just like, hey, I'm open. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what comes in. I'm open to see where life takes me. I'm good for this. I've done the work. I'm ready for what's next. That Queen of Cups clarified by the Death card, Scorpio energy showing up. This is talking about how you've gone through that transformation. You've done that work to let go of the things that tied you to your past. And now you're ready. You're absolutely the perfect candidate to be out there looking. You're not coming into this with ill intention. You're not doing this with a bunch of baggage in your car and saying, here I am with all my issues. Where do I park? You know, you're coming into this with a clean slate, a light heart, open mind, emotionally available and mature and ready and excited about it. What more could you ask for? Hey, you know, I'm ready for this. That means somebody's going to pay attention to you. They're going to do the things that it takes. Let's plan a date. Let's get to know each other. Let's do something exciting to see how we are. That's very Sagittarius, very adventurous, like doing adventure dates. You know, let's go to an escape room and then let's go ziplining afterwards. You know, that's so adventurous and fun. You're excited. Sounds good. But then we still have that imbalance. The 6 of Pentacles reversed, clarified by the 2 of Pentacles reversed. I fear and I want to warn you, Sagittarius, not to be the one who's doing all the work. Let the person that you are talking to, let the person that is, should be pursuing you, let them pursue you. Be in your feminine energy. Okay. If you are a divine feminine, Sagittarius, let them come to you. If you are a divine masculine, let them be in their feminine. Okay. Don't allow for them, whatever you want to do. You tell me where you want to go. What do you want to eat? Do some planning. Let them be in their feminine energy. Let them rise to the occasion and see how they are. See how they respond to what you plan and what your idea of fun is, and see how y'all can blend and meld from there. Okay. Okay. I like it. I did a really good meditation earlier, and I feel like they have helped my readings. It was such a good meditation. I'm learning so much, collective. Real quick. Singles. Yeah, exactly. Don't neglect your own needs. Don't overgive. Don't overprovide. Don't overguide. Don't overdivulge. Don't neglect yourself. Okay. Oh, not being a victim could be an issue as well. See, if you overgive, you're going to put yourself in that victim position and be like, I don't know why anybody is not on the same level as me. Why nobody wants to have fun like me. Like nobody's out there like me. It's just, look at this. Not committed. Always chasing or being chased. That is super Sagittarius too. I will say this. I've known a lot of Sagittarius. They're either married to a very free spirit or they themselves are single. I've known that about every single Sagittarius I've ever met. I don't know their other placements, but the sun signs, when they're in the Sagittarius energy, they are super, super, super like, okay, it takes a lot to jump on the back of that. What is the horse person? Starts with an S, right? What's that guy called? Takes a lot to jump on the back of, it escapes me. I'll think about it later when I'm not on live. I just saw it the other day. It was a centaur. Oh, thank you. I just shut my brain. Shut up, brain. Centaur. Okay. Takes a lot of courage to jump on the back of a centaur and say, let's go. Yeehaw. We're going to fly. We're going to gallop. What you want to do? Yeehaw. Okay, here we go. Let's look at career. Career for Saggy-Waggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Career finance. Anything need to come out for career finance, Sagittarius? Independence. I was just talking about that, wasn't I? Treasure. Striking out on your own. There's some kind of an opportunity. Luck is on your side. That is super Sagittarius. Sagittarius are some of the luckiest people in the whole wide world. And I want to say it's a very prime, opportune time for you to possibly do something on your own or to strike out away from what you've already connected to. Like if you've been in a job and you felt like, dude, I think I could do better. I think there's something else out there for me. I think you're right. I think you're right. There could be a golden opportunity. Doors are opening up. Strike out on your own. Luck is on your side. I couldn't be more clear. We've got outside forces here on the bottom. Shedding. Wish granted. It's a perfect fit, finally, right? That utopic feeling of loving what you do. You don't dread going in. You don't, want to think of ways to get out of doing what you have to do. You are looking forward to it. This is a place where you're really contributing. You're really helping. You love this place. There's outside forces that you're shedding here, right? Those unpredictable situations, those unclear intentions, those are peeling away. You're peeling away from that. You're starting to set higher goals. You're accelerating. You're excelling away from all of that, right? You could be going into a partnership with somebody else, which could be a perfect fit for you finally. Going into a new partnership, a new corporation, a new job, a new endeavor, right? You could be partnering with your future self about where you're headed and the goals you have to get there. Okay. All right. Thank you, Fred, for the LOL. I appreciate you. Always humoring me. Humoring my humor. I appreciate it. I need the affirmations that I think I'm funny. I just need to know that y'all think I'm funny. Okay. All right, let's look and see. Does Spirit have a message? You got a message for Saggy-Waggies? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Got a message. Queen of Wands. What is your higher self? Your divine higher self needs you to know. Okay. All right. So many of you are being very guarded over what your ideas, your goals, what you're building, what you're working on, how you are evolving. I think a lot of you are keeping your cards close to your chest right now about what's going on because you're taking things slow. You're making sure that you're going into the right situations, the right opportunities. I don't feel like you're wasting your time anymore. This is about you just making sure that everything feels like a perfect fit. We've got fire and earth out here, which is really interesting to see because it just feels like you're finally pouring your passions into something that's more grounded, that's going to produce more and grow bigger and more solid for you. Okay. Oh, thanks. Oh, I need that. Thank you. The Nine of Cups in the reverse with the King of Pentacles in the reverse feels a bit iffy. I am seeing some insecurities with I'm getting a sense that some of you are feeling very skeptical. The King of Pentacles in the reverse is a bit of skepticism when it comes to, what you're investing in and how it's going to benefit you, right? Like you're being very suspicious over everything, which has you moving really slow, right? You're not only taking your time to investigate something. I feel like you're researching a lot of things. Like there's an over an abundance of investigating. So it's almost taking like a painfully slow amount of time for you to finally take a decision and go with it, because it seems as if you're, you know, no matter what, this is like the last time I'm going to rebuild. This is my last first start. It's almost the equivalent. I want this to be my last first kiss. I want this to be my last interview. I want this to be my last business launch that I ever do. Maybe you've had several businesses in the past and they've all failed. You're just like, this is it. If this doesn't happen, I'm going to rethink everything. Okay. And that's that 9 of Cups in the reverse there, clarifying with that. It's low energy, frustration with that start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. That's frustration here. And you're just like, I'm sick of that. And it's not happening anymore. Sick of it. This one here, don't doubt your purpose. Okay. Because of the initial start, stop, and getting going and coming back. I feel like a lot of you may feel like if you've, oh, my left ear just ringing like a mug. If you've talked about anything in the past and it hasn't kind of gotten past the developmental stages, you may feel like there's outside corruption. You know, people are sabotaging you, taking advantage of you talking about your plans and thinking negatively and talking negatively and sending out that negative energy into the quantum field, therefore inhibiting your abilities. Got the 5 of Swords, 8 of Wands, like things kind of quickly going chaotic here. But I'm sensing here that you're just getting overwhelmed by like continual problems. It's just like, it's too much having to start over and stop and start and stop, start and stop. Frustrating. I get it. Trust me. Trust me. Gosh, if I have a Sagittarius midhaven and I'm not reading for that, but god dang, do I relate to that. Okay, Sag. All right. That is your message from your future higher self. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Be sure to check your other placements. If any of that did not resonate, please don't try to force it into your world. It is not for you. Leave it for those it does resonate with. If you do need a personal reading, all those links are going to be in the description box of my videos. Also, check your other placements. If you don't know them, links are also there, so you can check that out. If you don't know the time, I would highly suggest you try to find that out. If you don't have it on your birth certificate or you can't have access to your birth certificate, ask your parents, ask your grandparents, anybody who may have known. See if you can call the hospital. Sometimes it's pretty cool to know what the houses and the risings are. Thank you so much for the jewels. Heart bubbles, heart bubbles, heart bubbles. Thank you. Yay. So nice. Cool. Let's look at Cappy Wappies. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Singles. Relationships, having issues, struggling with partnerships or career readings, finance, career readings, and then messages from your future higher self. It's going to go in the order of relationships, single, career, message from higher self. The divine, your spirit guides. What's their message? Right. Am I right? Right. I got some hitchhiker. There we go. There we go. Better. Okay. Capricorn, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My mom is a Capricorn moon. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for August 2026. Be sure to check your other placements as well so you can put together a pretty good picture of what could be happening. We're going to look at several aspects of what is going on so that we can cover as many people as possible. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's use this one. If you're in a relationship, Capricorn. Capricorn. Thank you. Got Libra and Aries energy coming out. More imbalance. 3 of Cups. Man, that Wheel of Fortune reverse. This has been quite the combo tonight, hey? 2 Swords, 2 Cups. Oh, goodness. And all from different decks. Okay. That's why I use different decks, so we don't have the same cards coming out over and over and over again. So we have a block here, Caps. If you're in a partnership or relationship, there's stress when it comes to your connection. There feels like there may be somebody deceiving you and you're not seeing it. With this 3 of Cups in the reverse, there's, you know, potentially flirtation that's gone too far and you could be overlooking it. You're just like, it's not a big deal. It doesn't bother me. I'm not nervous about that. This also could be that with the 3 of Cups in the reverse, there's issues here about you both getting along, and you might be too busy to see that, because I've got the Emperor coming out here, like your attention and focus may be elsewhere, which is why we've got the Libra, the imbalance card, the Justice reverse with that 2 of Cups. It feels like there's a real imbalance here. Like somebody, like, yes, there's a partnership, but it doesn't feel like everybody's paying attention. Okay, Capricorn, it feels like your mind may be elsewhere. Like you may be focused on work. You may be focused on your family. You may be focused on things that, you know, you have a lot of authority and a lot of control over. Like there's a lot going on in your life. So I don't think you're seeing it. 3 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune reversed. And there are lessons here. This is things spiraling out of control. There's dishonesty here. That's a big, big, big fat lie. Could be being treated unfairly. You may be feeling like you can't really talk or have a voice in this partnership or relationship. So there's definitely a block here. There's definitely like a mental block. I got the 9 of Swords out here, the 2 of Wands, Fool card. I think once this becomes very known, once it becomes more obvious, you're just like, oh my God, how did I not see that? Why was I so blind to that? Yeah, I just don't think you're seeing it. This here just says that you're blind to somebody's overindulgence, or they're gone too far, or they're taking advantage, or the fact that you guys just really aren't on the same page right now. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that you're just busy. You could be trying to like make sure that everything stays put together in other ways. And so you're just spinning your wheels, and you think that's just another part of like what you have to control and keep going. Right. Okay. Well, here, let me throw some presents at them, and let me throw some, let's go to a date. Let's do a dinner, but it's not really fixing anything because their attention is still elsewhere, but you're not seeing it. Okay. Let me look at something. Attention's elsewhere. What's going on? Trust issues. Yeah. Game over. Wow. Somebody may be talking to somebody in the past. We got nostalgia, new love. Or you're deciding to fix this. You know, I don't want to play these games anymore. I don't want to feel like we're off balance. I don't feel like we're not even on the same page. Let's become more united. We have a strong history. Let's figure this out. Like that's like a reboot moment. Others of you, like you have a trust issue with this person. There could be, with that 3 of Cups in the reverse, that 3 of Cups in the reverse may be somebody from the past, right? Somebody from the past may have this person's attention. Maybe they got into a new relationship and your person is preoccupied. You know, they're over there talking to them about it. Well, tell me about this person. What are they like? You know, and you're sitting there going, why do you care? Yeah, wants a future with you. Reunion is coming in a few months. So this may be somebody talking to you. This could be somebody talking to you, Sagittarius, and not your person. They're coming through to intervene here, and it throws things off balance. This could be your partner trying to keep everything in line. Again, take what resonates. Switch it to your partner if needed. Okay, interesting. So if you're in a relationship there, Capricorn, did I say another sign? Okay, if you're in a relationship, Capricorn, that was for you. If you are single and open to dating, or if you're talking to somebody new, if you're open to seeing what's out there, what's going on, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, singles, Sun, Moon, Rising. We've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So Capricorn, there's some control issues with money. Eight of Pentacles, the Death card. Of course, Capricorn starts pulling Pentacles. We got Five of Wands up, Four of Swords reversed, Ten of Cups reversed. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups reversed. Wow. Two of Cups reversed. 10 of Wands. 10, 10, 10 out here. Wheel of Fortune. Quad tens. 10 of Swords. There they all are. Whoa. There's all 5 tens. Look at all these cards left in the deck. Y'all see how crazy I shuffle. 6 of Cups. Tens are about completion. Tens are like completion. Done. Over. Finito. Singles. What are you doing? Let me look here. Two of Cups reversed is not getting along with somebody. This eventually will turn into something where this isn't happening. This isn't really going well. I don't feel like this is very secure and stable to begin with. I don't feel like this is built on solid ground. We do have the Five of Wands out here. You know, it feels like maybe there was some competition to get this person's attention, or there's, you know, a lot of competition for this person to even have your attention. So this couldn't even start. You know, maybe you like this person a lot, but there's other people pulling on you. Hi, Leela. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Swords reverse. Four of Swords reverse is like taking time out because things are out of your control. This is about a relationship situation. You need to rethink things and kind of figure this out. So you're taking time to get your mind around something new. It just doesn't feel like it's starting off on a good track. So I think you're taking some time back. You're looking at this, and it's like right off the bat, it's like maybe a few weeks into this, you're already starting to pull back because something's not right. I am showing the Ten of Cups with the Ten of Cups reversed with the Death card. It's showing something changed like dramatically. And now you do not see a way forward with this person. I don't see this getting off the ground. I think very quickly here in August, this is gonna unravel for you, like step by step by step by step, like throughout the month. Throughout the month, this is going to continue to be more and more and more of not the right thing. We move Wheel of Fortune to the Ten of Swords. It's like ultimately, it's like, okay, here it is. Here's your lesson in this. Good, Lisa. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad y'all are still here. Thank you. Yeah, I got 5 of y'all hanging out. Thank you. I love y'all. So I'm seeing something here. It's ending before it even begins, Capricorn. Okay, so something new just doesn't have the chops to carry through, unfortunately. I just don't see you guys feeling like there's something here. And eventually it's just like, yeah, this ain't it. It's like if this is just like a rapid, just like, nope, done, death card. This is done. I don't see this going any further. I don't see how we could go any further. It just doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a right fit. Yeah. Doesn't feel like the right fit. Let me look here. Let me clarify. Okay. Hot dang. Let's see. Anything else we can tell Capricorn? My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. Oh. They could have shown a dark side because, you know, maybe your attention was somewhere else. I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions and I won't admit it. Yeah, this thing turned toxic quick. There's a big hole in my heart. I cannot fill on my own. And that's that wheel. It's like on and off. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. I mean, of course, Capricorn is amazing, right? I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. I know that you may not feel the same for me as I feel for you. Okay. So yeah, this person is a wave of emotions. Unfortunately, they're coming into this with a lot of baggage. So I don't see this really going anywhere. I think that you're going to just kind of see this unravel throughout the month of August until you've had enough. You're going to eventually, like, it's just going to kind of peter out throughout the month of August. Okay, Capricorn, my single caps out there. All right, let's look at career and finance real quick for Capricorn. Aquarius is next, and lastly, the lovely Pisces. Thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. All right, here we go. Capricorn, career, finance. We got wellness. Live a healthier lifestyle. Some of you may be thinking about getting healthier. You know, studying, working on your mind, working on your body, trying to improve yourselves right now. You're looking into this. Like maybe you're looking into gyms. You could be looking into schools, getting some certifications. You know, watching a bunch of YouTube videos, reading a bunch of books. You guys are trying to absorb and evolve right now. I got you guys absorbing and evolving right now. Windfall, there's education, mind power, education, celebration, flashback, opportunity, fast changes. So they're saying that there is a lot of benefit if you take the time to learn and educate yourself. Okay. That's going to produce some really cool shifts and changes in your life. It's going to create some room for more abundance, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's health, whether it's love, whether it's wealth, whatever that looks like. But I see something big coming in. I see you committing to something and really having a lot of things come back worthy of celebrating, right? Planning for a joyful future. Lots of accomplishments happening here. I think this is a very public. Ha ha. And then I've got flashback with opportunities and how quickly things change. I see you guys kind of looking back on your path leading up to here, like what you've been through, everything that pushed you to feel like you need to make these changes, right? This is what I've gone through. Some of you may have gone through some health changes. You may have gone through some financial changes. You may have, grown your family for some of you. And so now looking back, you're looking for opportunities where you could get even better, where you can build and grow and make something more solid and stable for your future family, whatever that looks like, if that tracks for you. Okay, let's see. Do I want to pull this? No, let's pull this one. Okay, career. High Priestess. Eight of Wands, quickly changing. Yeah, rebuilding yourself. Okay. Lots of you looking for that change. I feel like you're being called to kind of start talking about this. Start putting it out there. Start really bringing this out into the public. There's no reason to keep this to yourself. I feel like if you can pick the right people and start talking about this, there's going to develop this support group of people bringing you information or maybe sending you in the right direction here. Okay, Capricorn, giving you lots of room for you to figure things out and grow and build. Okay. Hi, Delaney. Oh, you're so sweet. My multitasker right there. So there is a recovery coming. I do see that. I do see you guys like pulling yourself away from something that was needing to be let go. But there is definitely this devolution. There's an involvement. This is a rebuild. This is a rebuild from what you were. Could be rebuilding from scratch. Could be, taking what you have and figuring out where to go from there with a lot of you. Okay. Career and finance for old Cappy Wappies, because you don't want to overindulge in something that doesn't suit you and then let go of it and get bored and have to move on once again. Okay, this is about really studying and locking something in so that you don't waste your time. Precious, valuable time once again, right? Okay, message from the divine. What does your spirit guides need you to know for the month of August? Spirit guides for the month of August for Capricorn. Ace of Swords reverse. Okay. I'm like, is my deck upside down? No. Okay. I definitely am seeing some delays here. Spirit's needing for you to be. I'm seeing you guys trying to maybe reserve some things and keep some things close to your chest and not tell a lot of people about what's going on. And I don't think Spirit is really saying that is your best method. I do want to say that they're pointing out here that you need to be very confident. You need to be very, very confident here. There's an assessment of your present needs that we're needing to do. Dude, my upstairs neighbors are so rude. Okay. I hate having people upstairs. Okay. It's so distracting. So there's struggle with change. And it's hitting you. It's hitting you in your it's hitting in your confidence. Some of you may feel like I just can't win. I just cannot win at all. I've got Sagittarius, Aries energy coming out. Some of you are feeling right now like you just can't win. I'm getting also that maybe you've gotten some unwelcome news, but I don't see this being lasting. This is not an everlasting energy. This is just a moment that you could be taking pretty negatively, and don't let that impact you. Don't let that drive how you create or what you are focusing on. That can't be the definition of you, or it is not the totality or the encompassment of you, right? So yeah, so don't resist change. Change is the only thing that is inevitable. We've got the Emperor coming out with the Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles in the reverse, more of that desperation showing up here, and a lot of you trying to figure out how to take your control back. I feel like a lot of you are exhausting yourselves mentally trying to, you know, there's a lot of focus and attention here on trying to take control back and take your power back. Control's out here twice. 4 of Pentacles and the Emperor. It's out here twice. So collective is being directed here, Capricorn, to not let that affect you too much, and don't sit in that energy too long, and don't let it drive you into making decisions that you're going to be stuck with for a long time, right? We don't want to make long-term decisions based on temporary circumstances. Okay, Capricorn. I hope that helps. Be very methodical and careful with some decisions that you're making based on some changes that are coming up. The changes are inevitable. This doesn't mean that we need to just throw out the whole entire thing. The whole meal doesn't need to go out just because one thing is not done perfectly. Okay. I'm trying to resist saying don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but there it is. I said it. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Oh, these goofy cliches. Hope that helps. 11-11. 11-12 now. Very good. Oh, excuse me. All right, Aquarius. I know so many Aquarians. I'm covered in Aquarians. My mama, my cousin, my niece, my nephew, my moderator, my rising. I've got 2 cousins. 2 of my favorite cousins are Aquarians. Love me some Aquarians. I get you. We're all just a wee bit different, hey? A wee bit different. Over there drumming in a circle. Naked. Okay. Aquarius. This is the age of Aquarius. 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 Good morning. Okay. Aquarius. Yo, Venus. Oh, I bet you dress fun. My mom's also an Aquarius Venus. She has a very artistic approach to her appearance. Lots of colors, lots of patterns, like pattern mixing. Very interesting pieces. People are complimenting her accessories all the time. They're like, oh my God, that's so unique. I've never seen that before. Do you hear that a lot, Delaney? If your Venus is in Aquarius, you get complimented on your unique fashion. It's unique and different. Just like Aquarius's is. Just like Aquarius's. Okay. We're stacking them deep, selling them cheap. Here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh. Sun and Moon. Okay. Here we go. Good enough. Here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you are in a relationship, Aquarius, this reading is for you. You're having issues in your partnership, in your connection. Let's see what's going on. King of Wands, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups reversed. Looks good. I will note this. Look at their position. The King of Wands is looking off on his own. The Queen of Cups is facing the King of Wands, but she's looking down at her cup. Like nobody's looking at each other. Everybody's kind of like off doing their own thing. She's mesmerized by this ornate, eclectic, over-the-top, grand possession. This new, awesome, cool thing she found. Look at this thing. Look at this awesome, look at this thing I found today. Don't you love it? I love it. I know the perfect place for it. I'm going to put it over here on the mantle so everybody can look at it. Don't touch it, but you can look at it. And this guy's like, man, I got so many dreams of where I'm going, what I'm doing, where I'm headed. And you're going to love what I have planned. We're going to go, we're going to do. Okay. Yeah. So I'm seeing here that this is not a bad thing, but I see that we're all kind of focused on different things. We have a divine masculine energy, a divine feminine energy. And I will say that we all have that capability within us, right? We all have masculine and feminine in each one of us. This feels like we're on a couple of different pages. We got fire and water out here. They're okay together, but you know, fire makes water boil. Water puts fire out. I see a recovery period happening here with the Five of Cups in the reverse. Right? This is coming back to life after a period of like some very painful times, some very hard emotional turmoil that you guys are overcoming. I've got the Hanged Man. We've got the Two of Wands. Here's the Empress in reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse with the Page of Cups in the upright, and then the Star card in the reverse. I feel like there's an apology coming for the way things were handled, the way things have been done. Maybe things have gone too far. Somebody here could be saying, you know, trying to bring up excuses for their bad behavior. I'm apologizing for what I've said, what I've done, going too far. Okay, because this person here, you can't talk to this person. This is Aquarius energy. You can't talk to her when she's upset, when she's not in her balanced state, and you've kind of knocked her off track. She's going to defend herself. Oh, bless you. Thanks for being here. It'll be posted soon. Don't worry. But this right here is a bitch. This one does not mince words. She's going to get it all out. She's going to express herself in a way that's, you know, she's going to air her feelings big time. Big time. And there may be an apology for this. Okay. There might be some kind of an apology for talking out of character, for going too far, for saying too much, maybe, you know, hurting some feelings, saying some unnecessary things, some things that can't be taken back. You know, you can't take those things back. You could have a lot of stress contributing to that. When we have the Empress in reverse, there's a lot of controlling and disruptive energy here, where somebody feels really threatened. Their peace feels threatened. Their family's feeling threatened. Okay. So they feel like somebody may be taking on too much. Somebody's needy and they need too much from them. I know Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius rising, and I can't stand that when somebody just can't handle their own business and they can't take care of themselves and they can't deal with something. But it does feel like we're getting over this. We're getting over this. And that may have been what was said. You know, I regret saying those things. This is a new perspective. And this is a decision to go forward. Do we continue on the way we always have, or are we going to try to do something different? Are we going to try to maybe expand on what we've done and maybe do differently, do better? Okay. Now this out here is feeling like a lot of isolation because of this. I think some of you were kind of taking a step back because of how off track things have gone before anything else has contributed to this. Maybe some immaturity was kind of thrown around and you're saving yourself from going in further or hurting anybody's feelings anymore. Got y'all showing up to your own reading here. Okay. Yikes. Be nice, Aquarius. I know y'all got a sharp tongue. Girl, me too. I got no filter. I got no filter at all. And my mom just commented on that the other day. She goes, you definitely say what you feel. I'm just being honest. Can't help it. I'm being honest. I'm never not honest. Okay. Let's see. You know what? Let me pull this other deck for you guys. Bless your hearts. Because I don't see you meaning your harm, right? I don't see you meaning that harm. You guys have a genuinely pretty good connection here. There's a good plan. There's a good way you guys are progressing. There is love here. There is. Usually there is emotional maturity with that Queen of Cups out there. This is like we're all usually on the same page about knowing, how to treat each other, how to talk to each other. But, things were said. We're getting over that. We're figuring it out. We got the Phoenix coming out. Okay. New phase, rekindling, transformation, growing out of that, changing ourselves. Because you guys, you do have a good connection. There's an amazing partnership here. Nothing to throw away. It's not that bad. Thank you, Frederick. I appreciate you. There's real love. See, I knew it. You guys are fine. It's just that I don't got no filter. I'm gonna hurt you and then say I'm sorry, right? There's a lot. That's a shocking attack, right? That was like, damn. Is that how you really feel? Okay. I didn't know you harbored all those feelings deep down, right? And now we have to soothe our partner, okay? Or our partner has to soothe us. But I gotta say, I think this is Aquarius. I think that's you. I think you were just like, you know what? I did say some things that were a little harsh. Maybe I dressed you down a little bit. And there's an apology. Yeah, look at all this love. No matter what. No freaking matter what. I don't think you guys are going anywhere. This is good. You guys are fine. You're fine. You'll be fine. There's some kind of a changed mind because of how shocking something was. I think you even shocked yourself a little bit. Maybe you're just like, dang, you could have taken some time back and just, said, hey, let me think about this. I got to put some boundaries up. I got to make sure. And then again, transformations. Grow and transform your life. That's a big realization. We have the ability to really, really make some lasting damage with our words. Words hurt. When your mind gets a hold of those words, they can take that and do whatever they want with it. And that will stay there forever. Scars heal. Physical scars, those heal. You have the memory of somebody inflicting that pain, but then words, man, that'll get in your brain, plant seeds and grow. And depending on what was said, that will sit in there and fester. So it's important to go in and do the work to pull that seed out before it takes root. Okay. Pull that seed out before it takes root, collective. That's my partnered up Aquariuses. All right, let's look at if you're single Aquarians, open to mingle, ready to party with the best of them. And we're gonna go down to the river. That's from Bridesmaids, y'all. She's hammered on the plane. Hammered. But we speak the truth. Sometimes it hurts. I know. Trust me. I'm very direct. I don't beat around the bush. I don't waste time. If I got to say it, I got to say it. And I feel like it's going to eat me alive if I don't get this out. And obviously it's coming from somewhere, and we're going to see how it's handled. Can we discuss this? Is there intellectual conversation that comes from this, or did I poke a wound? Did I poke an open wound that is not healed yet? And then we're going to see what happens. You know, the wound is going to expose the other person more than it exposes you sometimes, right? If we poke somebody in the right wound, they could blow the whole planet up. It's like, whoa, that could have been a simple conversation, but okay. You can go there. You can scorch the earth if you want to. I get it. I poked you in the feels. I got the Ten of Swords. Ooh. Speaking of singles, single Aquarians. What does my single Aquarians need to know for the month of August? Hermit reversed. Empress reversed. Eek. Okay, stay single. Don't go out there, babies. It's cold outside. And it's burning the hell up. It's not good. No, I don't see this one happening. Man. Three of Pentacles reversed. And the wow. Whoa, Nelly. This is not good. Okay. Emperor and Empress reversed. Nope. That ain't working. That ain't working. I think by the end of the month, you're going to be like, hail to the no. I almost feel like you start talking to somebody. Like y'all have a few conversations, but this goes nowhere. This goes nowhere very, very quickly. You're either already seeing reasons to pull back, or they're just kind of ghosting you. Okay. They're ghosting you. They're talking to you, leading you on, dragging you around. Let's meet sometime. I like you a lot. Get to know me, right? Taking some of your time here with that Ten of Swords. This is like information, truth, wisdom, knowledge. And this is betrayal, right? This is deception. This is somebody just kind of eating your time up here. With the Hermit in reversed, gosh, you don't feel like you're talking to somebody. This person keeps on coming around. You're like, whoa, oh, you're talking to me? Where you been? What's going on with you? Why haven't you been returning my calls? Why haven't you responded to my messages? What's going on here? And lo and behold, I think just a few questions, just you trying to figure out what's going on and getting to the bottom of this brings out a side of somebody. We're just like, okay, nope, take your unhealed butt and get the heck out of here. Three of Pentacles in the reverse with the Two of Pentacles in the upright. This is lack of cohesion. This is never really getting off the ground. This is like, okay, let's talk. Let's see what's going on. Y'all take some time. This is like somebody eating some of your time here. You kind of figuring out, when do I have time to talk to this person? Taking time away from your schedule to get to know somebody, which in and of itself to an Aquarius, right? That's like you're taking from me. You're taking from my ability to do what I want to do, what I like to do, what I have to do. And I decided to give you that. And now I'm just, you're kind of kicking yourself here a little bit. Three of Pentacles reverse, Hermit reverse, and that's quickly no. That is quickly a no. Knight of Pentacles, Five of Cups upright, Six of Swords in the reverse. World card in the reverse, you don't need closure. You don't need closure from this. You don't need a reason why. You don't need to know why. There's nothing here for you. That Six of Swords. And if somebody wants a reason what's going on here, just say, you're not right for me. This is not the right time. There's some issues here there's some issues here that needs to be resolved. And I'm just being realistic. I'm being very realistic. And that's going to be your closure. Okay. I'm just being realistic. I'm just being honest. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. It ain't happening, Captain. And look who's hanging out back here. A Diablo. Oh, Capricorn. Nope. 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 No. Singles, you're staying single. Even if you try, even if you try with somebody, or if you're meeting somebody new, this is good. By the end of August, you're going to be like, oh, hell no. This may even pull you back, because the Emperor and Empress both reversed. You may even pull back if you're going out and kind of poking your head out of your turtle shell and saying, hey, what's going on out here? Just like, oh, hell no. Pulling back in. I'll see y'all next year. I'm going to come back next year. I'll try this again. We're going to get through the winter then. Just never mind. Never mind. New. Oh, thank you, love. Much obliged. I have my moments. All right, cool. That was you singles. Let's look at money. Let's look at some money. Aquarius. Money, career. Uh-oh, not the Tower again. Okay. 6 of Wands is better. Death. Death in the Tower. All right. Page of Pentacles. King of Cups reversed. 9 of Swords reversed. I like that. Good gosh. Okay. Let's turn this around, shall we? There's something here where it's quite obvious, right, that you're not really hot to trot when it comes to what you got going on. I want to say that there's some big shifts and changes happening in your life, and be it as you may have tried to, deal with this as long as you possibly can. Like, you hung in there, you stuck with it, you gave it your all, you did everything you need to do. You're pouring your whole heart into this, right? We've got the 6 of Wands out here. There's no qualms about this, that you were very successful in doing everything you could to try to put everything into something. But with the Tower and the Death card out here, it's out of your control. There's absolutely nothing you can do here. So this is absolutely having to fall away. Page of Pentacles is a new plan, right? We've got new goals coming up here. This is new focus, new initiative. But this guy may have some potentially destructive patterns that are contributing. Okay, so you may have some destructive patterns here. This may be overspending. This could be, taking too much time to mend yourself or recover from overworking, or like if you go hard for 2 months in a row, right, where you don't take much time for your friends, you don't have a lot of fun, you don't do a whole lot of things. This means like for the next 3 to 4 months, you're just going to be a real loose schedule and do whatever the hell you want. It's almost like, I earned it. I earned this. And so now I'm going to go out and make up for it. But Spirit is warning you here with that King of Cups in the reverse to not overdo it. Don't jump into some self-destructive patterns because of how chaotic everything else is around you. That's a way of you potentially maybe trying to control the situation, feeling like you have some kind of control over your financial situation by doing things that feel comfortable or doing things that feel, regular. But if it's not the right time for that, I feel like there needs to be a shift in how you're spending and how you're looking at money. Potentially your relationship with money needs a bit of an overhaul. I can totally relate. Oh my gosh. My mom's an Aquarius. We're talking very heavily about looking at budgeting and getting tighter and ways that we can, kind of skim and cut back and be more conscious of some destructive spending habits that could have gotten you in a bit of trouble here. The 9 of Swords in the reverse, though, is, you feel a bit of guilt from this. You may feel a little despair, like, why did I do this to myself? Why did I get myself here? And feeling a slight bit trapped in your situation, but you're at the lowest point. That's what that Nine of Swords is. That's the lowest possible point, and feelings are starting to shift, okay? So they're asking you here to start looking externally for some support. Look outward. Justice card in reverse. Money issues are spiraling out of control. Okay, so you need to start building up your relationship with money again. Figuring out your relationship with money. Got the Five of Wands in the reverse. Maybe you were misled. Maybe you are misinformed about money. You need to reprogram yourself. I'm doing this myself. I'm studying law of attraction, manifestation based on neuroscience, right? So there's a lot of information out there. I'm going to go ahead and send y'all to Katie Clark, my girl Katie Clark with an E on the end. I love her channel. She talks a lot about abundance, mind shifting, putting yourself in the vibration of what you want to receive in order to encompass that, and how to do that, the step-by-step way to manifest. Look her up. It's about doing it the right way, not in a way of struggle or despair. Okay, so be careful. Be careful there. Okay, let's look at money matters real quick. Yeah, you're looking for some solutions to get yourself out of a hole. They're pulling you to the solutions matter. Try to fix those money matters. Oh, we almost had a stray. Yeah, getting smarter. Using your best judgment there. Does this make sense in the future? Does this make sense? Okay. Yeah, that's some upheaval. Could have been very public too, in a very public way. Expression, imprint, flexibility. Express your creative self. Okay. What could be some blocks financially? Lack of knowledge. So I got you wisdom and knowledge. So this is about rediscovering your relationship with money, teaching yourself how to have a better relationship with money. Okay. There's lots of information out there about how to improve this learning journey. Blocked third eye chakra. Okay. That pineal gland that has that connection to your higher self. Okay, that's a blocked third chakra. So you're not getting that divine message of, is this a right investment for me? Is this a good way to invest my resources? Is this a good way for me to be involved with somebody? We've got also at the bottom, blocked sacral chakra as well. Lack of energy and creativity. Could be feeling manipulative. Okay. Trying to figure out how to assuage things in your favor in a very deceptive way, like cutting corners, or how do I recover this in a way that kind of has a vengeful recovery, right? That's a blocked sacral chakra. Okay, so work on your chakras and get to learning, right? There's a learning curve here when it comes to your relationship with money that I think would help and benefit you deeply. Okay, collective. All right, Aquarius. Lastly, let's look at that message from your divine spirit guides. What do your spirit guides need you to know? Aquarius, what do your spirit guides need you to know? Wheel of Fortune. Four of Pentacles. Oh yeah, turning things back in your favor. Starting to rebuild things. Got you guys getting on a budget. Guarding yourself. Protecting yourself. Rebuilding. I see you guys starting to finally turn things back around. Things are starting to come back up again. I love this for you. I do see you guys being a little bit stubborn and unable to hear others. I'm asking you, reach out to others for support. Okay? Don't be so closed off. Don't be negative. Don't be distracted, right? Some of you could be getting easily distracted. Don't let anything pull you off course. You need to start buckling down and stay focused in order to get yourself back on track, okay? I feel like that's going to be the best way. We got the Queen of Pentacles, the Strength card, Seven of Swords in reverse, Judgment, love. Love all of this. Leo energy showing up as well. This looks like you're getting that support finally that's helping you to rebuild your confidence. Your bravery is starting to come back. I feel like a lot of you are starting to really take control of some things. This is also you courageously asking for that support, right? This is very brave of you. This is very, it's a very confident move for you to look out. This is twice out here, asking for support, whatever that looks like. If you need financial support, if you need emotional support, if you need wisdom, right? This is like looking to the right people to help you learn what you need to know. And I think you're going to be very, very successful here. You need to defend what is yours. Okay. You've been dealing with some scandalous people. You have to stand your ground. You deserve to have what's yours. You deserve to have this come back to you. Okay. That's that Seven of Swords in reverse. You surrender too soon. Stand up against disempowerment. Stand up. You're being called to stand up. This is a grand awakening, collective. This is a new you. Being confident, taking that leap, trusting in it. Look at who's back here. Hello. Getting what you deserve. Getting what you deserve. And never looking back. Hiya. I'm outie. Give me my money. I got Friday all up in my head because playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. Man, I steal from my mama before I steal from you. Okay, very good. Pisces, last but not least, my lovely Pisces. Thank you for your patience. It's been days. I thank you. All right, Pisces. Hope that helps, Aquarius. Take what fits, throw out the rest. Check your other placements. Okay, if you don't know those placements, I've got a link in the description box. You'll need to know your time, date, and location. If you don't know your time, you can get as close as possible without it. It will not give you your rising or your houses, which are pretty helpful. The link I've given you gives you a word breakdown, so you do not need to be a master astrologer to read that. It will tell you everything about you in paragraph form. Okay. Pisces. Moving on to Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Also Aquarius, if you need to book a personal, links are on my page. That's the best way to get information attuned just to you. And again, check your other placements. Okay, here we go. Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, nice. Very cool. Thank you for that confirmation, Frederick. I know, right? Same Z's relationship. No thanks. I'm going in the other direction. Thank you. Gonna go get to work. Do my boss shit. Hey. Some good timing. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Pisces, last but not least, my darlings. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Take what fits, throw out the rest. Check your other placements. Personal readings are the best way to get details attuned specifically just to you. Links are all up on my pages. If you're here on Facebook, Please remember, I will never message you asking you for money or personal readings in the comments or in the DMs. Block and delete any scammers. Unfortunately, there are tons out there impersonating a lot of creators. I am one of them. I apologize for them. You can't avoid it. Also, I think the platforms protect them. So they like having people out there doing that. They don't care. Attention is attention. Negative, positive. Social media just likes attention. It's how they get paid. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I apologize if that's loud on the table. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Pisces. Okay, looked at it good. Here we go. Pisces. We're going to do, if you're in a relationship first and you're having issues in your connection or partnership, this reading is for you. If you're not having any issues in your relationship, none of these readings are for you, except for the message from your higher self and work and career. Okay. All right. If you're not into relationships, then none of these love readings are for you. If you are in a relationship and you are struggling with your partner, we're going to see what's going on. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do they need to know about their partnership? Knight of Wands reversed. Yikes. Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, you have a jerkwad here. Somebody's been caught cheating. Empress reversed. Also have some infertility issues possibly here with the Ace of Wands, Empress in reverse. But with somebody running around like they are, I wouldn't blame you, Pisces. But I am seeing here that this is not going in a direction that you had thought. It feels like this is somebody who's not committal. There's an unwillingness to be in the partnership, but they still want, they still want credit for being, I'm still here. I show up every day. I come home every night. What do you want from me? But you're not present. You're not involved. You're not in this relationship. I don't feel like I'm in a partnership. It doesn't feel like you're very committed to me. Right? We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is not commitment. This is a lack of commitment, specifically from a man, specifically, which is why it's the Ace of Wands. But this is a mismanaged connection, and it feels like there's somebody who's not even in this. They're not focused on this. Their attention is elsewhere. Their attention is elsewhere. They're looking for attention all over the place. So they're not really into you right now. With the Empress reversed, is a lot of you feeling like there's just this disruption. This is a disruption to your home life, your inner peace. Bottom of the deck, we've got 2 of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Justice, Lovers. Okay. Pentacles, 5 of Wands. So there's definitely some sort of external influence here with the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. This is that party lifestyle. This is somebody coming in trying to disrupt your connection, your partnership. This is work-life balance, right? Whatever they're working on, whatever they're focused on, and their home life are out of balance, big time. Somebody here cannot contribute to what they committed to in the first place with the 10 of Cups out here, and the 3 of Cups with the Empress reverse is infidelity. This is infidelity. This is somebody who is partying, going out, doing too much. 5 of Wands out here. 3 of Pentacles, Justice, Lovers. I do see here where you don't just take this lying down. It's not like you're like, okay, cool, have a good time, I'll see you later. Let me know if there's anything I can do. I don't see you doing that. I see you voicing and airing your grievances. I see you voicing and airing your grievances, and you guys kind of talking this out. The 3 of Pentacles shows that they're willing to cooperate and work with you. I do see for a moment here that there's some sort of a correction with the Justice and the Lovers card coming out. Gemini, Libra energy showing up here. Yeah. So I don't see this sticking. I see you guys kind of turning around in the long run. Could this be outside of August? Yes. This could very well like be leading into even Libra season back here is what I'm getting. Like you guys like not even working this out until a month or 2 down the road. Okay. Okay, Pisces. Oof. What is that? Support, reunion. Yeah, you guys could have a really deep connection here. And look at that triangle. Different options. So somebody here is absolutely introducing, God, ascending connection triangle. Wow. But you guys are all in this. You guys like want this reunion. You guys want this connection. Y'all want this partnership. You're going to do what it takes. I feel like you're just like, you know what? You're going to get it back on track. You've already committed to me. We're in this. You're not going anywhere. Let's go. Let's get this figured out. Could be looking for counseling, for guidance, for mentors, for somebody here to back you up that this is what needs to happen, because you guys are all in and it's going to stay that way according to you. And even if there is other partnerships and connections, and if somebody has been exploring outside, look at this, starting a new chapter in love, connection. I feel like you guys are getting them to realize that this takes work. It takes effort to be committed and in a partnership for whatever reason. That feels really immature. Ooh, however that resonates. Okay, I'm going to get off that. Pisces, bless your hearts. Okay, that may be you. You may be the one who's dipping around being like, yeah, I'm just, not feeling this right now. I don't like you very much right now. Whatever that is. Maybe they pushed you away. Maybe, something they did caused you to feel like, I need to put myself out there. I need to give you a little taste of your own medicine, or whatever that is. However you take that. Okay. Oof. Okay. Let's look at singles. Singles. Sagittarius energy showing up. Single Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do they need to know? Okay. Judgment reverse. Look at all them wings. Strength. Major arcana. All that came out. Okay. So if you are single, I do feel like many of you are in the right mindset and frame of mind to go ahead and bring yourself out into public and to start, putting yourself out there. I'm available. I'm interested. You're accepting dates. Okay. You're open to the idea of starting conversations. I don't see a lot of luck here, really. This very well could be like some old residual past stuff that's creeping in, causing you to hesitate. We've got confidence, strength, and courage with many of you, you know, there's a lot of you making sure that you're saying the right things, that you're doing the right things, that you're approaching this the correct way. I feel like many of you are trying to be very, very careful with your words and how you say things and how you approach this. Many of you are moving very, very slow. And again, we've got the Tower reversed with the Judgment reversed and the Five of Wands. Some of you are still kind of making your decisions currently based on your past trauma. Your past wounds are helping you to guide and navigate right now. And I do see that, you know, you've done a lot of work, yes, but there are some things here that are triggering and testing you, right? To see if you know what to do and how to truly detach and let go in a situation, how to not attach yourself to it. I see many of you moving very, very slowly. When it comes to anything right now, you're not moving fast, like at all. Super duper slow. Like glacial pace. Glacial. This is like taking days between conversations. Very different for Pisces. Pisces is usually pretty emotionally all in. Like, I don't know. I get it. I'm a water sign too, baby. I'm a water sign too. Somebody is asking for me to open up my heart. I'm like, prepare for the floodgates, babe. You want in here? Be careful what you ask for, because there's a lot of love. It's a lot of emotion. It's a lot of feelings. Okay, we're going to talk about our feelings a lot. You good with that? No? Okay. Singles. All right. I feel like that was your message. Let me see if there's anything here. Anything that could be blocking you. I saw some past stuff there. What's coming up? Love is the answer. Love is the answer. It won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent, right? I love love too, but you need to be okay with being alone first. We're not choosing a partner because we have to have them. We don't need them. We want them. You don't need to need anybody. You need to feel fulfilled and safe and secure all on your own. All on your own. That sets the confidence up for you to approach anything with knowing that you are fulfilled without this person. They are a complement to the inner joy and inner love you already possess. They should complement you. Don't be too wrapped up or concerned with specificities on like, okay, they got to be 6 foot tall. What if you get in a car accident? What if they get in a car accident, they become paraplegic and they're bound to a wheelchair for the rest of their lives, or they're bedridden for the rest of their lives? You know, over 6 foot tall isn't really going to matter. They need to, you know, look a certain way. I want them physically swole with covered in tattoos. Those tattoos buried up. Look at them. Look at tattoos. Think of a tattoo buried up in all that. How's that going to look? They'll be like, what am I looking at? What is that? It used to be this, but now, you know, these kids getting themselves all tatted up now. That's the future. This is a privilege to get to this point right here, right? But you don't want to focus on things like that. My last partner was just like, I want my person to be covered in tattoos. I want them to be pierced. I'm like, that is so superficial, because beauty fades, right? We need to go a little bit more deep than that. Inner beauty, the personality, charisma, character, integrity, right? We don't want to be superficial whenever we're trying to connect with people. And don't fear being alone. Don't stay in bad relationships or accept mediocrity just because you fear being alone. It's okay to be by yourself. Here's what you're telling universe. If you're terrified to be alone, why would anyone else want to be partnered with you if you can't even be by yourself? You don't even want to be with you. Why would anybody else want to be with you? You know what I mean? You need to be okay with being by yourself. That needs to be the most secure relationship you have for the rest of your life, because it's the only relationship you're going to have for the rest of your life. Everything else is an accessory. Everything else should complement the energy you are producing. Okay. Should be a complement, not a completion. We've got overly critical. Don't be too critical. Don't try to change people. Don't try to force them to be potential, right? Don't push people to what they're not capable of being. It's a surefire way to set yourself up for disappointment. Okay. Okay. Single Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That was your reading. Again, take what fits, throw out the rest. If you need a personal reading, I'm here for it. Check the links. Moving into career, finance, money. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's look and see. Any advice, guidance? Thank you, Frederick, for all your help. Most amazing mod ever. All right, we got bright ideas, Pisces. Take action on those ideas. You're very innovative. You could have some sort of a breakthrough idea, some sort of inspirational discovery that you have. Flexibility coming out once again. I'm going to put that back because we have 8 million cards and it keeps pulling the same ones. Okay, step by step and education. Bright ideas, education. Some of you could be considering going back to school, getting certifications, getting some more training. Okay. Could be getting further training at your job to reposition yourself to grow. And you're doing it, a little bit at a time. There's consistency. There's gradual growth here. Progression looks good. Okay, heart matters, sticky spot, wish granted. I'm tired of the same old cards, sorry. Same old cards. You're welcome, Delaney. Thank you, lovely. Appreciate you being here. You multitasker. Take care. We'll see you later. Find your true passions, okay? That's going to be where you're going to feel like everything is easy. You love to go and produce and perform and create and contribute and assist and guide and teach and evolve. Like, you love this. This is so good for you. We've got sticky spot coming out. Meticulous and patient. So this is about sticking to it, like really making sure that you get involved. Okay? Being committed. Going all in, putting your whole heart into whatever you're dealing with here, okay? Growing, building, let's see, career, finance, anything else Pisces needs to know? Take that one. Queen of Wands. Getting very creative. A Tower moment. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Libra energy again. The Justice card has come out about 8 billion times tonight. Love to see it. Okay. So I do feel like a lot of you are being very, very creative and almost to the point of like you're wanting to reinvent yourself, do something completely different. Some of you may be forced into this, into having to be creative. What am I going to contribute to that's finally going to give back to me, that we can equally build and grow together? Some of you may have been bored in the past with what you've invested in. So yeah, you're starting to rethink your drink. What do I love to do? What do I want to dive into? Some of you are really focusing on building your passions, right? Your passion projects, what you've always wanted to do with the rest of your life. I see a lot of entrepreneurial energy here. Justice card. Yeah, this seems to be moving pretty quickly. Once you start aligning with this new direction, with your creation, with your passions, with what your true passion is, once that starts to happen, I think things are going to like open up like fast. There's a lot of success here. Lots of success and quick moving. That's like getting in the flow state, When something is meant for you and you're finally aligned with your path, you move into flow state. The doors just fly open. Opportunities start seeking you out. You're just flowing and going, and it seems flawless, effortless. Oh, have safe travels. Safe travels, love. We look forward to seeing you next weekend. Have a good trip. Take care. Okay, cool. Love to see it. See you guys making some big moves there, Pisces. I love that for you. You deserve it. Okay. Let's see what spirit needs you to know for the month of August. What is that divine message for Pisces during August? What do they need to know? Okay, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Eight of Pentacles. Getting things back on track here. Feel like you're at the tail end of some bad luck. Things are starting to shift back around, though. You can start to feel things finally starting to pick up. Like you had a really bad run for a while. But now I see you guys starting to look forward to getting things back in order, building things back up, almost feeling excited about, finally starting to look forward to new things, where you're going now, what you're starting to do and feel drawn towards. And again, with the Chariot, Cancer energy, once again, we've got the Ace of Swords, Tower reversed. You got some unfinished business here, unfortunately, with that Tower coming out. I see a lot of you being really innovative. You could be looking back on what you've already done to help you recreate and rebuild. Many of you are looking to some of your past mistakes. Like, well, how do I not do that again? How do I overcome and have, all the intelligence in the world to have these moments of clarity prior to things falling apart? Before things ravel all around down my ankles, I want to know, I want to see it happening. I want to see it coming before it happens. Okay. So I see a lot of you figuring that out. I've got here the Nine of Cups. We've got the Six of Cups and the Nine of Swords, 9-9. Yeah. Nine of Cups. Overcoming something from your past, having a lot of success. Having a lot of success here from something in your past that really sent you through the wheel, sent you through the ringer. Okay. This was a lot for you to deal with. You've just come out of very, very trying times, but you learned a lot because that's what that Wheel of Fortune's all about. That's that karmic lesson that you needed to learn. This is how you build, is by deciding what doesn't work and what you're taking with you into the future and how to build with what does. Okay. Okay. That was your messages real quick for Pisces, because I made y'all wait forever. You will find your place in the world even when you don't know how. You'll be blessed with more than you could ever imagine. Ooh, looks good, Pisces. That's what you get for hanging out with me for so long. I appreciate you for being so patient. And all of you need to let go. And I mean really let go, because there's something better on the horizon. Our ego fixates on what we thought we were building, because your mind wants to do the least amount of work possible. It's just trying to conserve energy. So it's trying to just stay focused on what we already did, what we've already worked on, all that work we've already invested, the project we've already built, the connections we've already nurtured and tended to, right? We have to make it work. Not always. Not always, collective. Okay. All right, my darlings. I feel like that was it. We're good there. I'm tired of talking. My throat hurts. That was 3 hours, y'all. 3 hours. It's 11:10. Yeah. So, Soul Fam, that wraps up all of our August signs. That's all the monthlies. Cool. Thank you so much to every single one of you who spent that part of your day with me, each parts of your day with me, every time y'all tune in here. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you, whether you've been with the Soul Fam for years or today was your very first day on the live stream. I'm so grateful that you have chosen to be here. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who liked, shared, subscribed, followed, became a member, or donated during today's stream. Your support helps to keep this community growing, and I truly appreciate every single one of you. Another huge thank you to Frederick for doing such an incredible job moderating the chat today. We could not do this without you, so thank you so much. If you enjoyed today's readings, don't forget to check out the channel for more content. If you're interested in any exclusive readings and deeper dives, be sure to take a look at the Soul Family memberships. Very affordable. As soon as those build up even more, I'm going to be doing a lot more focused, intended readings towards my subscribers. Those in the memberships, I ask you about your signs, what you got going on in life, and you basically get little mini personal readings for being a member on my page. Okay, so do consider that. And until next time, take care of yourselves, trust your intuition, protect your peace. Okay, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. Also, Facebook. Remember, there are tons of scammers out there. Okay. So block anyone else who is not me. This is my only page. Okay. Anybody else who's reaching out to you in the DMs and comments, those are scammers. Be careful out there. All right. And until next time, take care. Take care of yourselves. I love you so very much. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see y'all next time. Next weekend, I'll be back, and then all throughout the week, we'll be posting readings. So we'll look for you then. Love y'all. Bye. Have a great August.